Hey, what's up guys, Tim here again. Got another tutorial for you today. So we're revisiting the fishtail, but a very special version of the fishtail, and this is called the Maze Fishtail. And this is an original design by Tony over at Paracord Maze. You can check out his Instagram profile, and he actually came he messaged me on Instagram and asked me if I wanted to do a tutorial on this one because he was getting a lot of questions about it. So Tony, thank you so much for reaching out to me and also sending me a few pictures to help kind of get the details on this one. But what you're looking at is a fishtail bracelet. We're doing a 4-strand core fishtail bracelet, the double cow stitches on each end on buckles. And we have this nice detailing work here with a gutted piece of paracord down the middle and some microcord stitching. Okay. So overall this one's not too bad. It's more time consuming if anything. The stitching part is a little tricky, so you may have to go through that a couple times. But once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad at all. Alright, so yeah, check out Tony's Instagram feed. He takes really great pictures and does really nice work. I will link it here, of course, and I'll link it down below. So do check him out, give him a follow if you like what he's posting. And yeah, this is what we'll be doing today. So guys, remember, if you're looking for any of the materials and tools I use in the video, check out my affiliate links down below, because every time you shop through those links, you are helping this channel continue to go on, and I always appreciate that. Okay, so that being said, guys, let's get into the tutorial. Alright, so I got my paracord set up as usual. Double cow's hitch, 4-strand core. Cows it on both sides. Of course, the tutorial for this setup will be linked in the description as always. So let's start out with the left cord. I'm using all gold for because I want that solid color behind. Let's start with the left cord, bring that through to one side, and we'll do the right cord underneath the other side. Okay, so we have our right out through the middle, left out through the middle. Now we're going to bring the left hand side cord under and through and over. Bring all the cord out through the middle. Okay, you're going to push up. Okay, so now we have both cords to the right, and then now we're going to take the right cord, take the one on top, bring that under and through, and then bring it back to the other side, under and over. Okay, so let's push that up. And then next, again, we're going to take the right cord, always the right cord that's on top, under and through, under and then over. So I know this is review for a lot of you, but I like to have these tutorials be complete. So that's the pattern as usual. So again, go a little faster. Cord on top, under, over, under, over. Okay, super simple. And then push it up as you go to keep all the knots looking nice. Under, over, under, over. Okay, so I'm going to continue weaving this one. Very simple. We're going to make our way down to the end of our bracelet, and then we'll secure our strands and we can continue with the next step. Okay, so I'm almost done, and I took the bracelet off the jig just to show you how I'm going to finish. Now you might want to use a fid for the last couple of knots. Attach this on here, and for the last one we're going to go under here and out like that. So now normally what I've done before was I would sometimes I would tuck the knot under these, tuck the strand under these knots. Try something a little different today. See how we got this our double cow hitch on the end here? Let's try going under these two strands here. Okay, so that's that side and here. So I'm going to use my fid. I'm going to go through here. Okay, put that there. Take the fid off. Go on the opposite strand. Now on this side, we'll go just slightly underneath. Okay, there we go. Might be a bit tight of a fit, but that's okay, that's good. That tension will keep everything in place. And when we look on this side, how does that look? It's not too bad, actually. Yeah, if you just kind of form it, there we go. It looks pretty good. So let's try that today. So when you're ready to be finished, you can snip and singe these cords right here, but we're gonna leave that there for a sec. I'm gonna take this off, and now we can move on to the next step. All right, so now to add the accent down the middle, I've got a piece of gutted paracord, and you want a piece just a bit longer than your bracelet. This one's much longer, but that's okay. This piece of scrap that I had. So now you're going to go on this side here. Doesn't really matter which side, but I'm going to start here from behind. I'm going to come out. I think I want to come out to the top here. Let's see if we can work our way. I think that's fine. So yeah, right at the very top here, above the two, right level with the two cow stitches. So you're going to push this through like this. You're going to pull most of it through. I've got a really long piece, so it doesn't matter for me. Then now you want to go in right level with the cow stitches again on this side. You're going to come out this end. So if you're doing this on an existing fishtail, do whatever works for you, because you might have done it in a slightly different method than I have. Okay, so now we're going to pull this taut like so. And there we go. So now we've got one strand coming out here, one coming out here. So I think it'd be best if we go back onto the jig. Well, we'll see. I'm going to play around with it a bit, and we'll see which method is better, jig or no jig. But now we can start our microcord stitching. Okay, so now to add the microcord stitching, we're going to anchor our microcord as we always do with the fishtail. So we're going to go behind the bracelet, and I'm going to go under, do 4 stitches here, 4 knots. Pull this through, not all the way through, of course. So bring that just under there, that'll hold. Okay, so now we're going to set ourselves up by going through. There's 2 strands. There's one running this way and one running this way. We're going to go behind, through, and through in between those 2. Okay, so we're going to go through here. And this might be a little hard to show, but you'll just have to figure it out on your own personal bracelet. Let me get this out of the way first. There we go. Okay. So we're going to go through, where did we say? Right about here. And I'm just kind of wiggling my fid through here. And of course, do not pierce the paracord. See that little gap right there? That's what I'm aiming for. I'm just going to try to widen the gap a little bit before I go through on this side. Okay, see? Like that. I'm going to go through there. Bring this paracord all the way through. If you ever get any twists, just kind of twist the paracord to, well, untwist it by twisting the actual strand. Okay, so now we are ready to start stitching. So for this stitching, it's a little bit tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll notice it's more or less like doing figure eights. So we're going to start off by going here, underneath this first knot here, like that. Pull everything through. So you want that diagonal loop, or that diagonal stitch across. So I'm going to turn slightly to make it a little easier for myself. Now I'm going to go under under the microcord and under the gutted paracord. Okay, and I'm going to pull this through. Try not to get tangled in anything. Okay, now you want that right about there. Okay, so now because our gutted paracord is not really anchored down, you're going to have to adjust it every now and then, but I think it's better not to anchor it because you have that flexibility to work with. Okay, so now we're back on this side. Now the key to making this one look good is you want to pull this loop part as close to the center as possible. Okay, so manipulate that however you want. Okay, now that we're on this side, we want to go one strand underneath where we started. So we started up here, now we're going to go one here because we want to end up right below it like that. Then we're going to pull this through. Pull the strand through. Okay, so now we're back up here. So now you can guess what we're going to do. And again, remember, push that cord a little bit to the middle to make it look better. So now from here, we're going to go below this one. So we were up here, now we're going to go down here. Okay. Notice sometimes if you go on an angle, it helps with not piercing the paracord. Okay, so now we'll do that. Pull all this through, and that is the second one. Okay, so now from here, we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to go back underneath the microcord and the gutted cord. Bring this all the way through. Oh, I'm getting caught in my mat. So remember, bring that loop as close as you can to there. And now we're back on this side. So you can see the pattern we're starting to do. Sorry, I'm just a little tangled here. Okay, so now again, we go one below this. Pull everything through. And then back across to the other side. So now that we're on this side again, you want to go back across to the other side and just go one below here. If you go at an angle sometimes that helps with not piercing the paracord. Pull this all the way through. That. And go back to this side again. Remember, go underneath the microcord and the gutted cord. And close that up. So that is more or less the pattern, guys. I know it's this one's a little bit, this is going to take a bit of time. It even took me a bit of time. But just play around with it, figure it out, and you'll get it down. So this part's gonna be a little more time consuming out of the whole project. And try not to get tied up like I am here. But anyways, you can see what I am doing. Okay, so continue doing that pattern all the way down your bracelet. May take a little bit of time, but I think the end result is worth it. Then when we get to the end, we can finish it off. Alright, so I've stitched all the way down my bracelet, and as you can see, unfortunately, I'm a little short on microcord. Don't worry, I will annotate the proper amount needed in the video, of course. So what I'm going to do is use my hemostats here to finish off. Ideally, you just want to do the exact same thing that you did on this side. Okay, so when you're finished, go through, let's see, where's my fid? I would say go through the last knot right here, come out the back, which will be like right about here, and then if you, with the rest of your excess, put the paracord underneath, stitch it underneath the 4 knots here, and then you can snip it there. For me, I'm probably only going to have enough to go through to this end and maybe pull it under 1 or 2. Okay, so I'm going to do that off camera because it's probably going to be a struggle. And then we'll just snip and singe the excess paracord. Okay, so I was able to actually finish off the stitching quite nicely. And it's tucked under there. You can't even see it, but well, you can kind of see it when I do this. You can see the microcord under there. So now for the excess cords, for these ones, these gold ones, you can just snip and melt them right here, like here and here. Cut those off. I think for the red, you could also do that right here. But you know what? Just for a little bit of, I guess, insurance, and also because we have excess, we're going to take this on the fid. Let's put this, because it's gutted paracord, I think it'll be fine. It's not gonna cause the bracelet to deform too much. I'm gonna tuck this underneath 3 knots. Pull that under there. See, my microcord is still in here. You just tuck that underneath with your fid. Okay, so you can snip and singe that where it is. And we will do the same back on this side. Let's get the fid on real quick. And for this side, we can just tuck it under. I guess we can go under this one. That should be okay. Let's do 3. Okay. I didn't tie this fishtail super crazy tight, so that's why it's a bit easier to work with. Okay, so snip and singe off this excess, and these 2, and then we'll be done. Okay, there we have it. We are done. So all the excess has been snipped and trimmed and singed. And I was able to tuck the gutted paracord underneath here. Can't even really see it because after tucking it under, let's see on this side, I took the fid and just kind of pushed it underneath in between the knots like so. And that hides it very nicely. It's very comfortable. You don't feel it at all when you wear it. It looks great. Okay, so that is it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to check out Paracord Maze. Huge thank you again to Tony over at Paracord Maze. Do check out his Instagram feed. Give him a follow. He takes really great pictures and does really nice work. And yeah, he helped me out a lot by sending me a few pictures and whatnot to get the details on this one. So guys, remember to check out my affiliate links for all paracord materials and tools used in this video, because when you check on click those links, you are helping me out, helping this channel go on when you shop through those links. And if you have any comments or questions, anything you're unsure of, leave a comment or question down below. I'll be sure to get back to you when I can. And that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next tutorial.